There may be times you will need to drive a van in order to accommodate the number of people or the transportation needs of the people you support. Even for experienced drivers, driving a van presents challenges you don't experience in a car. Sometimes these vans will be a standard minivan, but often they will be a full-size van. In either case, they may also be modified with lifts or be made taller to accommodate a person in a wheelchair. These vehicles will handle differently than the vehicles you normally drive. Even vans that have not been modified are taller than normal cars. This added height changes the center of gravity and may make the vehicle top-heavy. This makes the vehicle more susceptible to wind and can cause the van to sway or roll over when turning sharply. To help minimize these risks, reduce your speed before entering the road. Keep your tires inflated and in good repair to avoid going off the road, and be alert when you are driving. 15-passenger vans are particularly vulnerable to rolling over, especially when 10 or more people are in them. In addition, the height of the vehicle needs to be considered when going into a drive-through or parking ramp. It's important to know the height of your vehicle before attempting to go into these places. Watch for posted signs that tell you the clearance, and compare it to your vehicle's height before entering. It's helpful to have the height of the vehicle posted somewhere so everyone is aware of the height limitations. Vans are also longer than most cars. Some vans can be as long as 12 feet. This additional length increases the distance between the front and back wheels of the vehicle. You will need additional space when turning to accommodate the longer wheelbase and to avoid hitting curbs as you turn. The length of the van will also make parking and backing different than in a car. If possible, it is best to park where you do not have to back up in order to leave. You must also allow extra space when changing lanes. Your vehicle is longer, and if you do not leave space, you will cut off the driver you just passed. The overall weight and size of the vehicle will require additional time for stopping and accelerating. In order to stop safely, allow additional distance to stop. This also means you should leave more space between you and the vehicle in front of you in case you would need to stop in an emergency. One of the benefits of driving a van is the increased visibility due to the height of the vehicle. You will be able to see much better than you can in a car. This allows you to see further down the road and plan for any hazards you might identify. However, vans also have more blind spots. These blind spots increase with the addition of passengers. Before driving the van with passengers on board, it's a good idea to take it out for a drive by yourself or with an experienced driver along to coach you. This helps you become comfortable with the vehicle and how it handles without the added distractions of passengers. Being aware of differences between a van and a car can help you drive them safely. Some people you support may need to use a lift in order to enter a vehicle. Because not all lifts operate the same and may have different safety features, it's impossible to cover specific lift operation in this training. Review the materials from the lift manufacturer for specifics on safe operation. Once you have reviewed the materials, practice using the lift without anyone on it. If you have questions, ask someone who has used it in the past. In most cases, the vehicle must be running when you use the lift. If you do not have the vehicle running, it will function off of the battery. If the battery loses power, a person can get stranded on the lift. Most lifts have some type of manual crank to use in this type of emergency. Locate this device when you are practicing with a lift. It's better to find it when you don't need it than to try to locate it for the first time in an emergency. Your lift manual should explain how this feature works. Although operation details differ between specific lifts, there are some common safety practices you should follow. Park on flat surfaces. If the ground is sloped, it is not safe to use a lift. Have the vehicle's parking brake on when using the lift. Ensure the lift is fully deployed and is touching the ground before loading. When a person is exiting, the lift should be even with the floor of the vehicle. Ensure the front roll stop is up and that footrests or wheels are not interfering with its operation. This helps to prevent the wheelchair from rolling off of the lift. Know the load weight limits for the lift and never exceed them. Do not allow the passengers or operator's arms, legs, or clothing near moving parts. Your primary responsibility is ensuring the safety of the people using the lift. If the lift is designed for people to stand on, the person should be holding on to the grab bar while the lift is in operation. As the operator, you need to be aware of what is happening with the person on the lift and be ready to respond if necessary. By following these safety guidelines and the specific operating procedures for the lifts you will be using, you will help ensure the safety of everyone using them.